Hi. All right, let me just get adjusted here. Uh-oh, I am dropping stuff. I've been on video for 2 minutes and I'm already dropping stuff. Okay, I'm just adjusting so you guys can see me. I might need to back up a little bit. Hi, how are you guys? What's up? Let me go ahead and pull up my presentation so that you can see my slides. Welcome, 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 welcome. So originally this class was supposed to be live, but I decided to pre-record it because I had something pop up in my schedule and I really did not want to cancel it. So instead of that, I had a few hours ahead of time found out that my schedule was changing. So I decided to go ahead and pre-record it and send it to everyone who was registered. So the good thing is that you will have access to replay this class as many times as you want over the weekend. Okay. It does expire in 3 days, but you have as many times as you want over the next 3 days. You can replay this class, take all the notes that you need to. And then I also am sending you the slides that I'm pulling up right now. So you can watch the class as I'm going through the slides and teaching. Of course, I'm going to say a whole bunch of stuff that's not on the slides, but you can also have the slides to print out if you would like, because sometimes that makes it a little bit easier. I know in the past, I have had students print the slides out first and then watch the video and actually take notes on each slide of where we are in the video. So either way that works for you works. So it's actually nice to have the replay for a few days. So if you prefer to do it that way, you can do it that way. Okay. My slides are up and running now. Hopefully everyone can see that. So, hi, my name is Kay Marie. I'm a marketing and execution strategist. I help entrepreneurs make a plan and make it happen, leading them to more sales, more visibility, and more success, because that is what we all want, right? So this webinar is Industry Secrets, How to Create an Email Marketing Strategy That Pays. We all know we need email. We've heard tons of things about start your email list, grow your email list, money is in the list, the money is in the list, but we rarely talk about the actual strategy piece. In what order should things be set up? Like, how is all of this working together to make me money, right? Because as an entrepreneur, if you don't know right off the bat, or if someone can't explain to you within a few minutes of how is me doing this going to make me money, it gets pushed to the back burner, because you really have to protect your energy and use your energy to do things that generate income so that you can continue to run your business, right? The income is the fuel. So this is going to be about 45 minutes long. I'm going to go through my slides. Since this is pre-recorded, my email will be open for 3 days as well for you to send in any questions that you have. And of course, as usual, I have a special offer at the end of this email that you can only get here and nowhere else. At the end of this class, you can get here and nowhere else, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into it. What qualifies me to teach this? So I've been working in online marketing and content creation since 2011, so it's almost 9 years. It'll be 9 years in April of this upcoming year, so I'm just 4 months shy of my 9-year anniversary. I started out as a digital marketer and content creator. Then I moved into a few of my own businesses, most notably The Spoiled Writer, which is where most of you know me from. I worked with over 700 entrepreneurs over the course of owning that particular business to create client attracting digital assets. So I did everything from landing page creation to email marketing, creating newsletters, creating digital products, landing pages, freebies, sales funnels, everything, Instagram content, Facebook content, ads, all of it, for over 700 different businesses. So, and this was all before, I think I started teaching when I hit around When I hit around 400 is when I started teaching what I was doing. Because at that point, it was like, okay, I've done this for myself. Most people do it for themselves and then they start coaching, but I did it for myself and then I did it for 400 other people and was like, okay, now I can start coaching. So it took me a little bit longer to come around to the coaching and teaching on panels, things like that. So let's go ahead. I have to say this in every single class before I get started teaching. You have nothing to lose by trying, nothing at all, okay? Take a second to imagine how much better your life would be if you actually took the time to sit down, read a book. You could go on a vacation. Your website will be making money while you're off somewhere on an island or on some cruise, living your best life, spending time with your kids. Seriously, we could all use extra hours in our day, even if it's simply to relax. That would make your life as an entrepreneur a whole lot easier. So everything that I teach from a marketing and execution focal point is intentionally for you to have more time in your day for you to just be free. Because your business should be set up on automated systems where all you have to do is show up once a day, be present for a few hours, and your business should be making full-time money and you should be working part-time hours. That's the power of marketing and execution and getting things done, being more productive with less time and still making the same amount of money, if not more. So all the classes I teach, all of the strategy sessions that I have with all of my clients, all of my programs, like that is the pinnacle of, okay, I have successfully completed this program. I'm now working less than 10 hours than I was before, and I'm making the same amount of money, if not more. Like that's what I do, right? So you have nothing to lose by trying. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. You need an email marketing strategy for these 5 reasons. 1, you do not own your social media followers. You don't own your social media followers. So if Instagram shuts down one day, like it did a few months ago, or Facebook shuts down one day, like it did a few months ago, and you start to panic, like, oh my gosh, I don't have access to my social media. How am I going to promote my services? How am I going to communicate with my audience? You don't own your social media followers and you don't own your social media platform. So you need an email marketing strategy. You also, now I'm not going to be crazy and say you own your email. You own it a little bit more. You have a little bit more control over your email than you do over your social media. But the point is that you should be diversified. All of your eggs should never be in one basket. You shouldn't just have Instagram and that's it. You should have Instagram, Facebook, your email marketing. You should have your website. You should have YouTube. Now, it does take a little bit of time to get there, okay, because I do not recommend trying to grow all of those platforms at one time. I suggest that you pick one, grow it, and then slowly add on the others. But you do need to diversify into more than one platform. And email is one of the most solid, actually, not one of, is the most solid out of all the social media platforms and all the ways that we communicate in today's world. Email is the most solid, it's the most consistent, it's the one that has the least amount of errors, the least amount of, oh, the system went down. Like it has the least amount of that stuff. Okay, so keep that in mind. Number 2, the algorithm is not nice. It's not nice. Okay, you guys have heard over and over again about the Instagram algorithm, like, oh, it's changing again this week, oh, it changed again last week. You know, I have such and such many amount of followers, but only 5% of them are seeing my posts. I'm only getting 1% likes. If that, I'm getting less than that. It's because of the algorithm. So the social media platforms, their ultimate goal is to help people stay on the social media platform more. So they're going to continue to change their algorithm to ensure that people are seeing the posts that they want to see, not the posts that you want them to see as a business owner. And on top of that, because we are business owners, and in order to get our nice analytics that we love so much that help us run our business, we have to hook up our Instagram as a business Instagram. So Instagram knows we are a business and they will stifle your visibility so that you pay for ads. It sounds bad. It sounds horrific. It feels bad. But you have to keep in mind, they are a business. They do run a huge mega platform worldwide for free. So they have to make money somewhere. So that's where they're trying to make their money. That's really where they get a lot of their money from. So that's why they're constantly changing the algorithm. And it feels like we're just being choked and choked and choked as small business owners, and our audience is seeing less and less and less of our posts. Is because they're doing that. So the algorithm is not nice. If you have an email strategy, like, it fixes most of that, because people who are your ride or die fans on social media will most definitely join your email list. And then whenever you send out an email, they'll always get those emails delivered to your inbox because they're opening them. So their email is going to read your email as, oh, this is a letter from your friend. And it's going to go straight to their inbox. And so you don't have to worry about, okay, only 5% of the people are seeing this email. Okay, email deliverability is going to be very, very high. You may have a bounce back rate a little bit. You may have some messages go into spam. Versus if you were to send that same information and email to your email list, 77% of people will have that email land in the inbox. 77% of emails. And that is up to how the subject heading is open. But 77% is a way bigger, way nicer, way more preferable chance of being seen than less than 5%. So there are nice links in the email list, okay? So it's very unpredictable. Okay, so hashtag number one, but you know, your goal is much consistent recurring revenue as you possibly can, and it's really consistent if main platform where you connect with your clients and your customers. So make sure you have an email list. Very easy to scale. Number four, very easy to sell. Literally, there's no more work involved. It takes the same amount of time to write an email that goes to one person that doesn't email to 2 people. Same amount of time. So it's allowed you to scale your business with a very, very low added amount of work. And last but not least, segmentation. Segmentation is very, very also this one. Okay. Segmentation is the ability to separate your audience into different groups of interest. So yeah, you were unable to do this until recently. On Instagram now, Instagram in stories, you can have friends, right? That was interesting social media. You're able to, for example, current customer clients can be your close friends. Potential clients who have money in your regular stories, so you have deals out in your general story, or maybe now extra information or bonuses or special things like that to your close people who are to you that you don't send out to people who have not you yet, or vice versa, depending on what your strategy is. But the ability to send people based off of what they're interested in makes very, very difference in your conversion rate. Okay, and you may be thinking, well, all my customers should all be interested in the same thing. They should be interested in my products and services, but it doesn't really work that way. Okay. Because most of you offer more than one service. You're going to have not only able clients, also have these there may be a lot of things that you offer, but there's a difference between your audience, the receiver, and your business. Your business so you may not be all, maybe you're not making that devices that work for me. All right. So these are the decisions of email marketing strategy. Number one, be a landing page. You need a landing page, not just an email where people can join. You should have two, but you want an actual landing page, just a general, hi, join a list. These are the type of things that I share. It doesn't have to be super complicated, but a nice looking landing page. If you can put your there, that ad, your face or your logo, if you can put either of those images on your landing page, will increase the amount of people that you submit email, because you'll know, like, and trust, which is they get to know you, and then they have to like you, and then they convert to a customer. Called the know, like, and trust factor. Okay. So you need a landing page. Number two, you need a freebie or a lead magnet. This is going to make the conversion rate on your landing page a lot bigger. Woo! I'm sneezing today. I really hope I'm not getting sick. Okay. I was talking to God just then. Please don't let me be getting sick. So freebie or lead magnet. Okay. You need one of those. They're really the same thing. A lead magnet is something you give away for free to attract leads. A freebie is the same thing. It's something you give away for free to attract leads, but some people call it a freebie, some people call it a lead magnet. But it needs to be something that you are giving away for free that contains value, or access to something that contains value in exchange for someone's email. That's going to make the conversion rate on your landing page a lot higher, okay? And when I say conversion rate, I'm talking about the amount of people that actually subscribe versus the amount of people that view. You may have 100 people view your page and only 20 of them submit their email. 20 over 100 is a 20% conversion rate. So when I say conversion rate, I'm talking about percentages, because marketing all works with percentages. And you will get to the point where You're able to actually predict how many people will join your list this week, how many people will buy your products, and you'll be able to predict your sales and tell what's working and what's not working based off of your conversion rates. So this is like really, really important with marketing. A lot of us are looking for predictability. We're looking for consistency. We're looking for reliability, because that's what we had when we were working 9-to-5 jobs. We knew if I work this many hours, I'm making this much per hour. This is about how much taxes is going to take out. This is what my check should be looking like every 2 weeks. And with that every 2-week check, I can budget my, my lifestyle. I can save. I can do things like this. And we built our entire life around that. And then you quit your job and you're like, oh my gosh, is hitting the fan. Like, what am I doing? Okay, so marketing brings all of that back in, the predictability, the consistency, and all of that. So you're able to really build a lifestyle around your business when you're able to market and use those percentages. But last but not least, piece you need to have an effective email marketing strategy that gets result is a sales funnel. I've done a ton of videos on sales funnels. I'm probably going to do another one because we're going into 2020 and it's time to revamp the sales funnel video. But a sales funnel is an automated email sequence that sells products for you, okay? It sells products for you. That is going to create some definite consistency as you are building your list, okay? As you're building your list. It's great for passive income. That is passive income. If you've ever heard people, not ever heard people say, I know you're passive, but if you ever wondered, like, okay, I'm passive income, I'm not having to watch videos, so I'm not having to do the video in 5 seconds, how am I going to do that? All these setup, but watch this video, everything is going to make more sense at the end, okay? You will need to take 5 big steps if you skip these on your list. So, and don't be fast forwarding because you think you have it all together, because if you are here, let me tell you something, you don't have it all together, and it is okay, because we are all in the same boat. Okay, everybody's the same boat. Skipping is freebie or lead magnet. Write that down. If you have those in your next to what you already have, if you're just circle somebody who can help you put that together, or put it together yourself. Either way, I actually have an email marketing workbook and another email marketing class. It's not this one, another email marketing class that will walk you through some of those workbook. I have stuff for that. So if you want to do it yourself, I have stuff for that. If you want one of those services, I'm still forming all of those 3 things until the end of another services. So the first of those very 5 important steps, number 1 is segment your list. One of the best ways to create personalized message to your audience is by segmenting your email list. According to MailChimp, okay, I start everyone on MailChimp. I tell all of my clients and customers up until maybe 6 or 7 months ago, I was telling everybody to start with MailChimp because it's the easiest to understand. It's the most visually appealing, and they have good customer service. So according to MailChimp, they do a lot of surveys. Segmented emails get 14% more opens than blanket emails, which would be you just sending an email to your entire audience. And segmented emails get 57.69% clicks. That is a lot. For example, you can segment your email list based off of interest, not interested, or multiple clicks. So here's an example of what I mean. So earlier I told you, okay, you got to segment. So this group of people is interested in this product, this group of people is interested in this product, this group of people is interested in this product. I'm going to give you a specific example of what I mean, okay? If you are a life coach, let's just say you're a life coach, and you have a one-on-one coaching program, you have an ebook, and you have a group coaching program. So let's say you have those 3 things, which is like pretty normal, right? You're a coach of any type, actually, a life coach, a wellness coach, any type of health, any type of business coach, any of that stuff, right? If you're a coach of some sort, you probably have a group coaching experience, you probably have a one-on-one of some sort, and you probably have some type of digital product, which is most likely an ebook, okay? Not everyone who joins your list is going to want all 3 of those things. But the only way for you to really be able to tell who wants what is for you to segment your list, right? So let's say this, you send out an email and you say, hey, have you checked out my one-on-one coaching program? It is beneficial for this, this, and this reason. If you're interested, click over to see more details. People who open that email and click are going to be people who are what? Interested in your one-on-one coaching program. Then those people get put into a group. Okay, everyone who clicked this one-on-one coaching program link, all of these people are in this I'm interested in one-on-one coaching group. Okay, you send out another email. Hey, by the way, I'm kicking off a group coaching in a few weeks. I just released all of the details. If you're interested in learning more, click here. Everyone who clicks that link can automatically be put into a group. All of these people are interested in group coaching. Now, you may have some people who are interested in group coaching and also interested in one-on-one coaching, and that's okay. The beauty of segmenting your list is that that person gets put into both groups. This happens automatically if your email is set up correctly. This will happen automatically. On MailChimp and on ConvertKit, because those are the two that I use the most and I see the most frequently. You will go into your email, and when it says click here and you're turning that word here, the word here, into a link, and you open it up. So it'll open up a new box and it'll say, do you want this link to open into a new tab? You click yes. Do you want subscribers who click this link to be tagged? You click yes. And then you will search for a tag and you will put in there interested in group coaching. That's a tag. Anyone who clicks this link, automatically tag that person. Or interested in one-on-one coaching. Anyone who clicks this link, automatically add the tag to that subscriber interested in one-on-one coaching. Same thing with the ebook. Hey, I have a new ebook out. It's on sale right now. Click over to grab it. Anyone who clicks that, they get put into the interested in ebooks or interested in digital products group. So now your list is in 3 different groups. What the data here is saying, MailChimp segmented emails get 14% more opens is after that initial email to your entire list. Now that everyone's in groups, if you have an email that's specifically about one-on-one coaching, don't send it to the entire list anymore. Only send it to those people who are in that segmented group for one-on-one coaching. If you have an email that's about an ebook, don't send it to the entire list anymore. Only send it to that segmented group that's interested in ebooks. You are going to see your open rate increase by, on average, 14%, and you are going to get, on average, 57% clicks. So let's talk numbers, because I love numbers, because I love money. All right, here we go. So let's say you've got 100 people on your list, which is pretty normal. I mean, let's be honest. Now, everybody doesn't have huge lists. So let's say you have 100 people on your list and 20 of them said they're interested in group coaching. You send out an email if you send out an email to everyone on your list, the average open percentage of a list is, I think it's in between 15 to 20%. So if you've got 100 people on your list and you just send out that email to everybody, only 15 to 20 people are going to open. And then even lower than that are going to click. I think the click rate is like lower than that. I think it's like 5%. So, and I have to pull up these actual numbers, but if you've got 100 people on your list, the email average open rate is 20%. That means 20 people open your email about coaching, and then 5% of them click that link. That's only one person that's going over to your coaching page to possibly sign up for coaching. So you can only count on one person purchasing out of 100 people on your list. If your list is segmented and you've got 20 people on your list that are in that coaching category, right? 20 people. The average open rate is 20%, but if your list is segmented, you're going to see 14% more opens, which is actually 34%. So 6 people are going to open, and then the average click rate is 57%. So you're going to get 3 people that go over to your coaching page to possibly sign up for coaching versus 1 person. Math is beautiful. So would you rather have 1 person possibly sign up for your one-on-one coaching that's, $197, $297, or would you rather have 3 people sign up for your coaching that's $197 or $297? You'd rather have 3 people. So just the fact of taking your list and grouping it by things that people are interested in is going to keep people on your list for longer, and it's going to increase your conversion rate. You're literally going to make more money in this scenario, 2 to 3 times more money than you would have made just by segmenting your list. Okay, so that's the first step. The second thing you need to do to your email list, you need to hook up a welcome email series. Your welcome email is the most important email that you'll ever send. On average, a welcome email has an open rate of 58%, right? Before I said on average, your email open rate is going to be what? On any given day, 15 to 20%. For your welcome sequence, the minute someone joins your email, they start to get a welcome email sequence. This is an automated set of emails. The average open rate is 58% for MailChimp. They took that data, not from surveys of what people said happened. They take their data based off of people's accounts. So it's a part of being a part of MailChimp is that they're able to look at your data and put everyone's data together and give us averages, which is actually better for all of us. So it's not a survey. This is actual data, okay? So 58% open rate, which is huge compared to 15 to 20%. That's more than double. This means that you have an opportunity to make a solid first impression. So your welcome email series is going to be about 5 or 6 emails that come after someone joins your list. So they may join your list to grab a freebie, and then automatically they're going to get 5 or 6 emails that say, hey, this is, thanks so much for being a part of our list. This is what we do. These are the kind of services that we offer. Then they're going to get another email that says, hey, have you seen this new freebie? They're going to get another email. Here's a free resource, another email. Here's a blog post we thought that you would like. Hey, have you checked out this low-cost digital product? Have you seen this low-cost service? 5 or 6 emails that give a lot of value, a lot of resources that reference your blog, that reference pieces of information on your website, and that also offer access to low-cost products, or in my case, because I was a service-based business, I still am, but because I'm a service-based business, when you go through my welcome email series, you're able to see my services like everybody else can, but you get a special discount because you're in the welcome email series. So that welcome email series is not only nurturing people to become a part of your tribe, really become a part of your tribe, it's also making you a ton of money. I know people who make thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in passive income from the welcome email series. Because every time someone joins your email list, they're not joining it because they bought something. They're not always joining it just because you told them to join it. They may be joining it to get something free. They may be joining it because they're interested in getting to know you more. And eventually they're going to be ready to buy. Your welcome email series can do that for you. So you make sure you have that, okay? And I'm going to tell you at the end of this how all of these pieces fit together, but I want to give you the pieces first. So number 3 is your newsletter. So that is your consistent weekly email that you're sending out. Those who are saying the money's in the list or are sharing a dangerous half-truth, right? Your business is only strong as the relationship with your email subscribers. So no one cares if you've got 8,000 email subscribers if you only email them once a month. That is weak. Please don't do that. A weekly email. Weekly is good. Your email should be no longer than, I would say no longer than 300 words. I'm a little long-winded, so my emails can get a little bit lengthy, but it really doesn't have to be any longer than 300 words. So you should be able to sit down and write 4 emails, which is like your monthly email, in an hour or 2. If you can't do that, then it may be worth paying somebody, depending on how much you make per hour. If you're going to charge people $30 an hour to work with you or $50 an hour to work with you, then you may want to save your 2 or 3 hours to actually work with real clients and pay somebody else to write your monthly newsletters for you, because it just makes more sense for you to pay somebody to do it than for you to sit there for 3 or 4 hours and struggle and be pulling your hair out and going gray trying to figure out what to send your email list. Like, literally, outsourcing is a gift from Jesus. So use it, okay? Make sure you're sending out consistent emails, because when you don't send them out, then you're going to end up in what I'm about to tell you right now. Your re-engagement email series. It's going to be very hard to get results from an email list that you have not nurtured or you have not been sending out consistent emails. So if you haven't been sending out consistent emails, That's why when you send a sales email, you don't get a lot of conversions. That's why your open rates are low. That's why you're not making a lot of money from your list, because you're not being consistent. So what you need is a re-engagement email series. Even if you are new to this, whether you fall into the category I just stated or whether you're completely new to this, you will need a re-engagement email series, okay? The aim of a re-engagement email series is to win back your subscribers' trust so that you can continue to build a personal connection with your audience. So that re-engagement is going to be starting off with the email that says, hey, I know I haven't talked to you in a while. This is an update of what's going on in the business. Here's some resources, okay? Then you're going to send another 3 or 4 emails behind it, getting people re-engaged, realigned with your brand. This email series may be similar to your welcome email series, just depending on how you want to write it. But it's really just for people to get to know you, for you to show people, okay, what has changed since they joined the email list? You know, what's new, what's happening in the past 30 days, what's going on with your industry, what changes are you making to your business in the future that required you to re-engage people. So talk about all of that stuff. It should be about 3 or 4 emails long. That is going to increase your open rate. So if you have an email list right now and you've got a really low open rate, you need to do one of 2 things. You either need to send your entire list through a re-engagement email series, or you need to change your subject lines of your email. Like, it's one of those 2 things. If your open rate is really low, if it's less than 20%, you need to do one of those 2 things. Last piece here, last but not least, list building. So you probably know by now your email list is your biggest asset. Like, honestly, it's very, very huge. That's why your list, building it, needs to be number 1 in your strategy. That's the top of your funnel. You need to be focused on getting people to join your list, whether that's you offering free classes like I'm offering free classes right now, or you sending out free resources, you creating freebies, you writing blog posts and having content upgrades. Like, the more you are able to get people to join your list, you are building a prospect list of people who are open to potentially buy what you have. Or even if you have people that will never buy what you offer, people that will only download your free stuff, those subscribers are still just as valuable as the ones who do buy, because people who download all of your free stuff and don't buy will tell all of their friends about you in the best way, and one of their friends will buy. So people who don't buy but are on your email list consistently interacting are just as valuable as people who do buy. So don't fall into the trap of thinking, oh, they never buy, so I'm not going to send them any emails, or I'm going to exclude people on my list who are not customers, who haven't purchased yet. Those people are just as much, like, because that's a really big word of mouth piece. They're just as important as the people who do buy. So keep that in mind too. Building your list overall is good. So your email marketing strategy is going to run something like this. 1, how do you attract new leads to grow your list? How are you going to attract new people? 2, those new people are going to go into your welcome sequence that is going to introduce newbies to your business. 3, based on the segments you have set up, subscribers will separate themselves based on behavior. So as they're going through your welcome series and they're clicking on different things that are clickable in each of your emails, they're going to segment themselves, right? Because you're going to make sure that when you create a link, you also have a tag that matches that link. So based on those segments, your subscribers are going to separate themselves based off of their behavior, based off of things they're interested in. Those behaviors will feed them into particular sales funnels for relevant products. So if they click on one-on-one coaching, they need to be going through, that needs to send them through a one-on-one coaching sales funnel. If they click on ebooks, that needs to send them through an ebook sales funnel. If they click on group coaching, that needs to send them through a group coaching sales funnel. And this is going to take a little bit of time to build, but that's okay. Okay. So those behaviors will feed them into particular sales funnels for relevant products. And that's when your sales are going to start to happen like this. Because you're going to do a video like this, like I'm doing a video right now. It's a free video. There was over 100 people that registered for it. All 100 of you are going to go into my email list. Most of you are already on my email list, which is also fine too. And based off of what you click in the email, you're going to go into a funnel, and I'm going to be able to offer you products that will actually help you based off of what you say you need by clicking relevant items in the email. I'll be able to help direct you to the correct product. So you're not buying things that don't help you, so you don't actually accidentally buy something that you've already bought, all that kind of stuff. So it allows me to give better customer service when my email marketing is set up correctly, because I can help you purchase what's actually going to give you the results specifically that you're looking for, okay? So then you will create new products based off of the highest interest. So this is really important too. The way that people are able to release products that sell out like that are because they know what people are interested in. So if I've got 100 people on my list, remember before we were going with 100 people. If I'm a coach and I've got 100 people on my list and 80 of them say they're interested in group coaching, then I need to be focusing on building a really good group coaching product so that I can make a lot of money. Because if 80 people are interested in group coaching and only 20 are interested in one-on-one, I need to be spending the bulk of my time working on the group coaching. I'm still going to offer those other 20 people one-on-one services, but I need to be working on creating a really good group coaching experience, because there's potentially 80 people who want to enroll in that. And when you're talking about group coaching, 80 people is a lot, okay? You may feel like my email list is only 100 people. It's not that great, but 100 people is a lot of people, because especially if you're a coach or anything service-based, 100 people who buy a $20 ebook, that's $2,000 one email. 100 people who buy a group coaching experience for $99, that's almost $10,000. 100 people who buy a one-on-one program that's $397, that's $39,000. So of course your entire email list is not going to all jump on the same product, but that's just from 100 people. So if your email list is 1,000 people, you're getting closer to 100 buyers. If your email list is 2,000 people, you're getting closer to 100, 150 buyers. So think about that. About 9%, if you're sending out emails consistently, your list is segmented, you've got good subject lines, you're going to see about a 9% conversion rate. So 1,000 people on an email list can be 100 buyers, and 100 buyers can be as much as $40,000 depending on what you're selling. So don't think that your email list has to be 30,000 people, okay? It's more so about the quality of your list. So you'll create new products based off of the highest interest. Then your weekly emails that you send out will continue to nurture your overall list. So your weekly emails will go to everyone on your list, and then whatever they're clicking on those emails will separate them. And then your re-engagement sequence will ensure that your emails are being open. So that'll keep your email open rate high. It'll make sure you're not getting a whole bunch of people unsubscribing, all of that kind of stuff. So that's how your email marketing strategy will run. Doesn't email marketing seem a lot more clear now? I have to put that slide in there, because beforehand it always starts off like, I'm confused. And now it's like, okay, it makes sense. The pieces make sense. Okay. There's a lot more into email marketing. I could go like way more in depth, but I'm not going to in this video. But for the basics of creating your email marketing strategy, if you already have it set up, those pieces are really what you need. And that's really all you need. You don't have to overcomplicate it. I know I shared a lot of percentages, but that's because I want you guys to work with real numbers. Like I want you to actually see how much money you could be leaving on the table. Like you're probably leaving, if you have 100 people on your list, 100 people on your list, you're leaving at least $1,000 on the table a month, at least $1,000. Okay. Now, for those of you who are interested in growing your marketing, scaling your business, taking a deeper dive into this subject and the subject I taught last week, and I have a whole bunch of other things planned. I'm running a group coaching. It is 4 weeks long. It starts in January. You get a live class each week, just like this with me. You'll also get a workbook that covers the 4 weeks. It's going to have all worksheets and activities. So it's not just going to be the class. It's going to be the class. You're also going to get all of the class slides, like how I'm sending you the class slides now. This replay that you're watching is only going to be available for 3 days. But if you join group coaching, you are going to get access to the group coaching replays for an unlimited amount of time. It's lifetime access. There are people that join my group coachings or my one-on-one coachings like 2 years ago. They still have access to those videos. They're still watching them, because you're going to need to watch this more than one time, and you're going to need to watch it at different times in your business to improve your systems. Okay. So you're going to get a workbook with worksheets and activities, a digital download of all the class sides from each class. So 4 classes, a workbook, 4 class slide downloads, a replay of each class to watch unlimited times as you need, open question and answer session at the end of each week. So we'll do a live opening question answer session at the end of each week. You'll also get my one-page marketing plan template. It's a one-page because your business needs to be simplified. 2020 is the year of you simplifying your business and being like, I understand what's going on at all times. I'm confident. This is what I offer. This is how much money I know for sure I'm bringing in this month at least. Like your one-page marketing plan is going to bring all that down to just very simple understanding, okay, which is very important in business. You will also get my how I create more content in less time blocking schedule. So that is my specific schedule that I use to work the least amount of hours that I possibly can and still push out projects. I mean, I still push out 5 to 6 projects a day, like 5 to 6 different business projects a day I'm starting and completing. And yeah, that time blocking schedule is the truth. All right. You'll also get my list of automated systems to increase revenue. So like I said earlier, your email system is just one of your automated systems, but there are a few other automated systems that's really going to help you bring your business all together. So the total value of this group coaching, the total value of this group coaching program is $997. So if you were to get all of these things separately, it would cost you $1,000. But I'm doing this group coaching at the beginning of January. It's 4 weeks long. You're going to get all of these bonuses and all of these classes and all of these slides for $147. It is group coaching, but there is a cap on how many people are able to enroll. So what I'm going to do is at the bottom of this video in the description, there's going to be a link to join the group coaching for $147. I'm also going to send you a link in your email to join for $147. The spots are filling up because this is my second free class that I've taught this month, and people from the first class signed up. So the spots are continuing to fill up. I would grab it for $147 because after I have all of this stuff recorded and the worksheets and everything, and the resale is going to be more than $147. So it's not like, oh, you can wait until the group coaching is over and then you can just buy everything as a bundle for the same price. It's going to be more expensive than this. So grab it for $147 and like join me live and be able to ask all the questions that you want. Be in a group with other people who are also working on their marketing, because if you're looking to scale, if you're looking to make more money, but you don't want to be stressed out, you don't want to be chained to your laptop, you need to be in Growth Hack Marketing, my group coaching program. Okay. All right. So normally this is where I do question and answer, but since this is pre-recorded, we're not doing that. What you can do is send me an email. So I'm going to put that in the description as well. So for the next 3 days, I am literally just leaving my email open. It's the weekend. I don't work on the weekends. So literally, I'm just leaving my email open for you guys to email me any questions that you have so I can answer those. Just bear with me. Give me a few hours to answer. I'd say give me like probably 5 or 6 hours to answer because I will be running some things, running around because it's just a crazy time right now. But I will be running around. But give me 5 or 6 hours to answer and I'll be able to answer for you. Thank you so much for joining me for this class. Don't forget to sign up for group coaching. It is going to be amazing. The classes are going to be super detailed. I'm going to bring out my whiteboard and actually draw things out for you. But the topics are really good. A lot of them are topics that I've never taught before because they're higher level topics. So they're not things you can look up on Google. They're not things that you see other coaches teaching. You know, it's not going to be anything that's basic. You understand the basics. We're going to go through that. You're going to get information on it, but it's going to be a little bit of a scaling, really growing your business, increasing your income, higher level teaching. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I am going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen. My Zoom always likes to act crazy. It always loves to act crazy. All right. I will see you guys later. Thanks so much for joining me.